Welcome everyone to another episode of We Go Chew Live. Let's talk about Rebaño's win against La Fiera and our predictions for the Chivas Femenil Mazatlán match later today. Ready? Let's get on it. Good afternoon, Mr. and Mrs. Latinoamerica, and all the Chiva hermanos y hermanas around the globe, all the mothers and misters, Chiva brothers and sisters. Welcome to We Go Chew Live. We're transmitting directly from La Perla Tapatía, home to the most glorious of teams, el Club Deportivo Guadalajara. Bienvenidos todos a We Go Chew Live. Joining me today are my co-hosts, Gabriela Silva. ¿Cómo estás, Gabi?
Hi, Robert. I'm so happy to be back here. And hi, everybody that's joining already the chat. We are happy. Yes, we are happy. The spirits are high up again, and we are happy and excited for what's coming. I know we always say that, but it's true. And if you were a Chiva hermano by heart, you know this, and you will agree completely. So remember that this is a show created specially for all our Chiva hermanos and Chiva hermanas that live outside Mexico and that speak mostly in English. But we also speak Spanish and we speak Spanglish, but actually the show is for everybody. So welcome to We Go Chew Live. Stay tuned. A lot of exciting information, the weekly MVP, the game of Chivas Femenil that's coming up next, and please stay tuned. Alfredo, how are you, my friend?
Hi, Gabi. Hi, Robert. Hi, Chiva hermanos. Very excited to be here with you. Very excited to dissect last night's victory, a 2-0 win against León. If you have any questions, if you have any comments on anything regarding the Chivaverse, please send it to the Chivas WhatsApp group. And a big shout out to everyone who's watching us on the chat: Juan Carvajal, Curtis Williams, Carlos Diaz, Victor Ayala Perez, Benito Gonzalez. Hello to everyone. There you have it. We have the WhatsApp, the official Chivas WhatsApp, to send your DM, to send your question, to send your message. What thoughts are you having on Chivas that you would like the rest of the Chiva hermanos to know? We will read them out here. And we have plenty of red and white talk for the next hour. And excited to talk about our selection of MVPs. And of course, to hop into the analysis of last night's win.
That's right, everybody. Welcome to the Chivaverse. That's basically the message we're sending out. Come over here. You saw the WhatsApp, and don't forget, you could also join us, okay, and come on and speak to us live. All right, everybody? No le saquen.
It's been a minute since we had a Chiva hermano here. So, come on, guys. We're nice people.
A little bit. Look at that.
This is a thumbnail.
Curtis, thank you, my friend. It's coming back. Slowly but surely. My Chiva hermanos and Chiva hermanas, we're going to talk about this week's MVP. And yes, we do have an MVP. It's out there. Something is going on with the Chivaverse. But like you know, and we know, and everybody who lives in the Chivaverse knows, this is basically a soap opera. So it's up and down and all around, but my heart is still in the same place, in the middle of the Chivaverse. So let's get to it. Everybody on the chat, who do you think is going to be our MVP? Okay, Gabi, you're first because we're gentlemen here on the show.
Going first. So remember, if somebody is taking like the votes of what has been happening in this MVP voting situation, I have one win. Alfredo has one win, and
I have two.
Oh,
I have
okay.
two. Yeah.
My bad. Alfredo has two. So I think this is Robert's night, but we shall see. My pick for this week is Nene Beltran, because, of course, if you've been watching the most recent games, and actually the entire 8 games of the entire season, You know that Nene Beltran is one of the most consistent players. He has 1 goal so far in this season in the tournament. And at least of the 2 recent games, the last 2 games, which we are not going to talk too much about one specific one, but Nene Beltran, like, my goodness, like, he's all over the place, and we've said this a million times. Our midfield is one of our strongest assets. And I think one unquestionable leader, of course, is Fernando Nene Beltran. So he is my vote for today. He had a couple of plays yesterday that were a little bit controversial. I know we don't like talking about the referees, but yesterday, again, there was a situation where it could have been a red card, obviously, or to the naked eye, you could tell it was a red card. But whatever. But he is like, what I'm trying to get to with this comment, like, he is the player that you want to stop at any cost, right? So for me, this week's pick is Fernando Nene Beltran.
We have a Nene believer.
Remember, Team Gabi. Thank you.
Come on, guys. Come on. Age before beauty, Alfredo.
No, yeah, I have, I have another guy who performed pretty well yesterday, and this is Eric Gutierrez. I think that he sustained the team while there were tough minutes, because we were having a bad time when we were winning 1-0, a bad few minutes. But I think that Eric sustained the team as a CDM. I think that he also was key on the team, playing pretty well during the first half. I think that Eric recovered a lot of balls high up the pitch. He recovered a lot of balls near the Fiera box, near the León box. So I think that he was very alert of picking up second balls, of picking up rebounds. So I really enjoyed watching Eric and all the equilibrium that he provided to the team. And I think that at the end, well, he actually always has his long balls coming from behind, those long balls that he sends all the way to the box that cause so much danger on the opponent's box. So I think that it was a really complete game by Eric Gutierrez, and his help was key in the team, closing as a block. And fun fact, it was the 8th straight Chivas game at home with a clean sheet. So big shout out to Eric, and of course the entire defensive system.
And you betrayed Tala this week.
I did. Yes, I did.
¿Qué pasó, mi hermano?
I'm hoping for him to get it more, to stack more clean sheets.
That's
Tala
because
is right now like this.
like what? I can't
Oh, but
believe it.
okay, so 2 midfielders so far in the MVP contest, right?
True.
Robert.
So you guys admired the midfield, and I admired the forwards. Hormigol, Armando Gonzalez, again, he was consistently in the area, in the 9-yard box. He was looking, let me get a little bit there. And he was trying, and just because I think, I was talking to my son, Marcelo, production, about it. I think he just needs a little bit more meat on them bones. He's a skinny little guy. But if we look at percentages and stats, I know you're going to love this one, Alfredo. He has 0.87 goals every 90 minutes. So it's 3 goals that he has in total.
Wow.
That puts him in the Liga MX in the 99th percentile.
Wow.
Okay. And assists per se, he is not so, he hasn't been so productive. He has 1 assist in these matches that he's played, complete matches. But when he has been part of the goal-making contribution, he has been involved 4 times. So there was a goal in every assist that he participated in, and that puts him in the 1.16, again, the 99th percentile. Okay, so the guy is up there. He's moving slowly. Gabi had mentioned earlier that she loved his dynamic and the power, that he's showing. And I think that's what it needs. Now, yesterday, he was denied a goal. And honestly, I think that it was well denied. But his presence there is what caused that own goal. The pressure that he's putting on the defenders. They didn't know him before. Now they're paying attention.
Yes.
So for me, Hormigol is definitely he's my candidate.
Good. Oh, totally.
He's the man of the match for me.
I think you have a pretty good chance on winning this, Robert, this time.
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I hope to play on everybody's heartstrings because all of us have been waiting for a striker, and we really, 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 really need one. And Armando is, he's really good at it. He could be something. He's young though, right?
He's young. Yes.
Let's not build him up too much anyway. Come on. He has to go slow. He's not everything that he could be yet. Hopefully he'll keep growing, But like I said, he just needs a little, for me, at this point, a little more meat on his bones and throw his weight around in the area a little bit, because he got pushed off the ball a couple times, But he's there, That guy is like, every time I see him, he makes me relax a little bit, because I'm always stressed with my Chivas. It was beautiful though. Yesterday was wonderful, and America game too. Although we're not going to talk about it, right? I believe we should have won that game hands down, but the games are for who makes the goals,
Right.
And that's how it is. That's how it is. So,
it was a totally winnable game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The team's producing, man. The team's producing, and that is something that the Chivaverse should be thankful for. Okay? But anyway, I'm gonna win, man. I'm just kidding. I'm probably gonna lose again. So what's up? Where do you have to go to do this?
I think you have a good chance. So it's Hormiga, Nene Beltran, and Guti. So you know what to do. You know what to do. The poll is already in the YouTube streaming of this show. So go over there and vote. And remember that at the end of the show, we will announce who the weekly MVP is.
And hopefully, I will win one at least. Now, I would rather never win the MVP choice, and we keep winning matches.
Right.
You're right. You guys can keep winning. If this is the Kabbalah that we need.
If this is the price I have to pay.
Yes, if this is the price I have to pay, I will pay. I will pay.
Wow.
But Gabi, lead us into our next topic, which is Chivas against León. How did you feel? What was your feeling? ¿Qué onda con nuestras Chivas?
Well, first of all, I think it was a relief at a certain degree. And we talked about this in our chat, in our exclusive show chat, where I was very confident in the first half. Like the first half was high class to me. It was very well presented by the team. Again, we saw Hormiga, we saw also González, Nene Beltran. We saw a very solid defense, of course, with Tala. Pollo Briseño had an amazing game. We're going to talk about a little bit about, the specific lines as we normally do in this kind of analysis. But I think it was a very good 45 first half. It was very well presented, and I think the guys proved. Unfortunately, and I'm going to go just a little bit onto what happened in Ciudad de los Deportes. I think this time it was. Oh my gosh!
What is that?
What is that?
Who's talking to me?
Who's talking? What is that? I think it was extremely bad luck. Unfortunately, I think again. I know this is going to sound crazy for some of you. We should have won that game. Yeah, sure, of course. But at the end of the day, the team that wins is the one that scores the goals, right? Okay, regardless, I think Chivas had a very good game in Ciudad de los Deportes. It didn't happen. Okay, we're turning the page. And right now with León, I think it was a very good first half. The second half, I was like, okay, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Of course, the PK with Piojo Alvarado, and then that own goal that we all thought it was Hormiga, but a lot of people thought it was Pocho. It was confusing for a second, and we secured the win. At the end of the day, 3 points. 3 points are 3 points. A win is a win. I think Chivas they have it. You know what I mean? Like they have that game style. Gago knows what is happening, despite the injury situation. But remember, Charal was back yesterday, and I think his game was incredible, was magnificent, as Robert should say. I think I was scared at first because I was like, oh my God, please, please, please be careful with him, you know? But I think he had like a very good game. He had a couple of assists that could have easily end up in the goal.
Mm-hmm.
He himself had one like very clear one. Again, all the goalkeepers in the world, when they play against Chivas, they are the best goalkeepers in the world, right?
Right.
And again, the goalkeeper from Leon yesterday had like the game of the season, but whatever. But yeah, I mean, again, a win is a win. I am not completely satisfied, but I'm satisfied, if that makes sense.
Right. No, totally makes sense. Yeah.
It does. It does. And your take, Alfredo, while we're looking at the images, okay, of the match.
Yes, I gotta agree.
Very active, Charal.
I agree with Gabby that I think that the first half was a very solid first half by Chivas. I think that we showcased really good football, really good intensity, really good organization, collective organization. I think that the relays were where they had to be, the coverages were where they had to be. The team was generating scoring occasions, as we mentioned earlier. So I was very pleased to see the first half of Chivas. I think that the team was dynamic. The team had energy going up. And other takes is that, for example, Orozco Chiquete is coming back slowly for the team. I think that that's going to be good for the competition amongst the center backs for those positions. So I think that's positive to have him back. Also combined with the great moment that El Pueblo Briseño is going through. And as well, noting the comeback of Charal Cisneros, who of course is another choice that we have up front. So I was very pleased to see all the options, all the and the energy and dynamism that the team is presenting. So that was good to see, and also very safe at the back. I think that Chivas has converted Estadio Akron into a fortress. It's the 7th straight game playing at the Estadio Akron that we don't receive a goal. 7 straight clean sheet playing at home, which is about to be a historic record because we have already equalized historic marks of unbeaten goals playing at home from decades ago, which is positive for the team, of course, which is good for the self-esteem, and of course we're not only solid at the back, but as mentioned earlier, we're pretty good going forward.
And again, a clean sheet. Right. I said it right. I said it right. Yeah.
I know you want to say it wrong.
I don't.
I know you do.
This is PG.
No,
I don't want to say anything that could potentially bleep me. If we had a bleeping sound, I mean, it took us almost 2 years to get a drum roll. Production, right. Can we get a bleep?
I still haven't heard the drum roll.
Can we get a bleep?
Blank.
Can I say something, Robert?
Certainly.
I want to we have a comment right here from Felix Barajas. He said, but we also saw that without the VAR, Chivas wouldn't win. You got to say the truth. Excuse me, but if we had the VAR, that should have been a red card with that foul on Nene. Absolutely. So don't tell me. And again, we don't like to talk about the referees because we have to have a fair play, whatever. But the referee yesterday was abysmal. But we have to say it as it is. You are correct, Felix. But don't tell me that we wouldn't win if it wasn't for El VAR, because that was not the case, at least not in this game.
And if you look at just the facts, we were winning before the VAR. Okay.
Right.
And if we look at the own goal call, I can only logically assume that that's why they did not call offside.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Because if not, they would have called offside. If we look at the play, it was so close. They had to use the vectors, at least that's what was mentioned, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's what I would think they would do. Look at the vectores. But if you look at the play in itself and really look at it, yeah, it was an old goal. It seemed like it had been Armando Gonzalez. But if you think about it as well, why didn't they call the offside? Because he looked to have been offside right before the touch. Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
know, Felix. Uh, I understand your point of view, and excellent, my friend. I'm glad that you come and share your word because that's what we're here for, man. Thank you for bringing that up. Gracias, Felix, por participar con nosotros.
Thank you.
That
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
that's
Of
a cool
course.
point, man. I love it. Because that's why we're here to talk about. That's fun stuff to talk about. I enjoy that. And you didn't say anything that was weird because I had called, like I told my son, that should have been a penalty when Blanco was able to hit the ball out. And he said, no, he hit the ball first. And I said, well, I saw that. No. And then, of course, the foul on Pollo. And again, we could look for the ifs, buts, and maybes. But,
No, that
we
was
won.
definitely a follow because
Yes.
Pollo had already won. He
Mhm.
touched the ball 1st.
Mhm.
He had already managed to dribble the opponent. He could have had a shooting opportunity,
Right.
and he got kicked. He got tackled
Yeah.
inside the
Mhm.
box.
But the
That's
Mhm.
ref didn't call it immediately.
Exactly.
right. No, yeah, he
And
didn't.
that's what caused the controversy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He
that's
was
what.
right in front of the play.
Yeah.
So that's what.
VAR is a useful tool when used properly.
Yeah.
But when is it used properly?
It's a double-edged sword.
That's the question. Yeah, that's the question. But anyway, let's talk about the lines. Forwards, yes, I was looking up answer. But let's go from back to forward. We've already said a bunch of stuff about the zero behind us. But why? What's going on back there? It's magnificent. But what's going on? We had Castillo back in the lineup. He's playing consistently with the Sub-23 also national team.
Hmm.
We have Pollo back in the lineup because we're waiting to see what's going on
Diva.
with Diva. So we have to
Right.
be patient, but we know that area is covered. And going back to those two, at the end of the game, Gago did something interesting. He moved Castillo into the center back position. So we have a player that can play in different positions. And he's strong. He played the whole match.
Hmm.
Didn't he? I'm not sure. I think he played the whole match. And then, well, of course, Chiquete Orozco. He looked a little tired at the end of the match, but I loved two incursions. I don't know if it's in the reel because I haven't been paying close attention to it. But when Leon I think they were covering man by man coverage.
Okay.
And Chiquete exploits that and he breaks through the midfield and he ends up outside the 18-yard box to pass or to shoot. He did that twice.
Hmm.
And that's something that I hadn't seen in him, previously. So for me, the defense was also offensive. So those four for me are an offensive back end. What do you guys think about that? They are offensive back ends.
Offensive. Yeah, I think that
Y no porque están nalgones.
when it comes to the defensive work, I think that it's we're speaking about a system overall where the entire team, of course, puts their bit of sand. I think that for example, players such as Piojo and other offensive players that we have, they are retaliating whenever they have to. I think that the team is very well disciplined in that sense that they accompany each other. Also, when we attack, we have the incursions of Mozo and Castillo. So I think that the team is very well compenetrated, and we're speaking about what is a defensive overall collective system of the entire team who has managed to give us that wonderful stat of seven straight unbeaten clean sheets at home. So that's good, and we also gotta rescue Raúl Rangel, who's going through a great moment in time. I think that El Tala is going through an excellent state of shape, and I think that he transmits that confidence to the rest of his team, because if you're playing and you know that the goalie has your back, I think that you play with more confidence.
Of course. That's why the midfield's playing so well. That's why you guys both chose Guti. And I know everybody out there's probably an also believer by now. Let's move into the midfield because Guti is freed by El Oso. Okay, you chose Guti. Do you think that's true? They complement each other. They're like
they're like bread and butter.
bread and butter defensively, you know. I sometimes don't like double, CDMs. I prefer a little bit more an attack forward.
Like
But, it's good to have them too because Guti is also a killer, you know. And also he doesn't get tired. He's a little machine.
Yeah. And I like the fact that Guti is like a very silent player. I don't know if you get what I'm going here. Like he's like very sneaky. I don't know if that's a word. Like he's sneaky and he's like very elegant and he's very silent. But when he's like going forward, he's going forward. So sometimes what happens is that they don't have a very close eye on him because like he's very like he sneaks around and he tries to maneuver that midfield. And yeah, he can go straight forward. And I really like that about Guti. Again, we just have to have that last touch for it to go into the goal. But yes, I mean, he is also very dangerous. And of course, mi nene, it's also like very dangerous up there in the middle.
Yeah, they're all complementing each other very well right now. And I was going to choose Nene too. You won. You won quickly because you were faster with your phone or something. Because really, I really criticize Nene a lot, but because he can give more. That's the truth. He can give more. And first half he gave his all, and the second half, I agree with you, Gabi. He and Alfredo, they were not as consistent in the second half. They were like maybe they got really tired in the first half. I don't know. Yeah. And it was raining. Remember that the pitch was heavy.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, the pitch was heavy because it started to rain in the first. I don't know, it was about 15 minutes of rain and then it stopped. But it was thick rain. So you get tired, running around in wet socks and shorts. It gets to you. What I want to know is why Piojo did that.
I think I know.
Why?
I think I know. I mean, I don't know if it's public or not, and I don't want to.
It is now.
It is now, right? You do know what that means, right?
Of course.
Right.
That's mal de puerco.
Oh my. Is there?
No, of course. Okay, so a baby, man. Hey, blessings.
Hermanito on the way?
Blessings.
Yes.
Blessings. Hopefully, yes. And we were talking about our defense, our midfield. What's up with our offense?
So we have
our forwards.
Yeah, we have variants. I think that, with the incursion of Charal, I think that it's clear that we have variants. He could be that number 9 that we might be looking forward, that we might be looking to. I think that he is, of course, a different sort of number 9, a different sort of center forward. He is, of course, he's used to playing on the wings. So, but I think that he's fast. He knows how to run to the space, and that's a variant. I think that Gago was somewhat testing him. Of course, that Piojo Alvarado is one of the untouchable there. Of course, that we are also very dependent on the incursions of Mozo, but I think that we are testing what we can get. Gago hasn't had a lot of time with Charal, together. So I think that he's testing him, and we'll see what we have for the upcoming matches.
But
I hope Charal,
yeah, but I think that's a very good comment for Charal, because at the end of the day, if Gago hasn't had much time with him, what he has had with him, like, it was enough for him to, okay, you are already okay from your injury, let's go. Like, I've seen good things from you. And he's been training with the team for the last 2 weeks or something. So I think he was good enough. And we could see that yesterday. I was like, again, for a minute, I was like, oh my God, please, please, please take care of him. But he was like solid. He was strong, and he was into it. So very happy to see Charal is back. And of course, Hormiga. Robert, tu hormiga.
Mi hormiga.
Tu hormiga.
He has to. He's the new blood. We have to believe in the new blood. So I think that hormiga is the complement, the variant, to the two experienced players, right? Who could be feeding him. And sometimes, you could see he's just a kid. No, he's just a kid. But so are the other guys. They're just kids too. They're not really much older than him. Charal, I'm going to give you my opinion of Charal. Charal is another Nene Beltran for me. Mm-hmm. He has so much to give, but all these injuries have kept him down. And I think my personal opinion, as I watch him, I really, really hope and I expect that he will come back strong and the injuries will leave him alone. Please, Lord, leave him alone a little bit, because he has a lot of skill.
Yeah.
And of the three that we have over there, Perez, Cowell, and Charal, I think Charal is the one that should be leading the way because of his experience, because of his skills. He could be teaching Cowell a lot of things as well.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. I wish him well. For me, his match would have been crowned, and I would have shut up because I was criticizing him if he had made one of those 3 shots that he had. Oh my Lord.
Right.
And that's where it's like the header. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. The one in front of the goal.
Yeah.
The post, please, come on. But that led to the penalty, and that led to a goal again.
Yeah.
So he's going to be back, man. I mean, I have good vibes from him. Marcelo has a story. Let him tell you about it one day, about him. But the guy is, he's a winner. He deserves to have some good vibes thrown at him. And Dios mediante, he'll be good. Sure. Yeah, let's do it. Charal, come on, man. Come back strong.
Come
back strong.
I think that they're trying to, because one of the great qualities that Charal has is that he's really good at getting unexpected shots. He tries it from mid distance. He tries it from long distance. He's pretty good at also increasing with the header. So I think that he's a guy with a surprise factor inside of him, especially when shooting. I remember a goal that he scored, I think, in Clásico Tapatío against Atlas at Jalisco shortly before he got injured. He scored a pretty impressive goal, and he has that surprise factor. He's that guy that you're probably not expecting him to shoot, but he has some really good shooting from mid and long distance. So we'll see how he can fit into this scheme by Fernando Gago, right?
I think he fits in, and Gago was really calling to him in the match when he was on his side. He was sending him a lot of direction, and he tried. He tried hard. Like I said, it would have just been crowned with a goal. That, I think, apart from me being quiet, shut up, it would have calmed his mind. Yeah. It would have calmed his mind, because that's what he needs. Charal needs a goal. He needs to feel, ay, ahora sí. That was it. It's there. I got it.
It's coming.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
happening.
complete.
It's coming.
It's coming.
Same thing for Chicharito. Chicharito, because now we're talking about the forwards, right? And the changes. Chicha, come on. That one, he was like that karate kick. It was like the leg flying. It reminded me of
everyone was expecting it.
It's like, what?
That would have been amazing.
He got up, man. He was probably like, my sciatica. Oh my God, my back. Because he almost got it. He almost got it. I loved it. It would have been like, wow. I think the stadium would have just collapsed. Because when he came in, there was a huge ovation. We love the guy, man. We love the guy. Come on.
People are expecting.
Man. We need to spend a lot of. I'm expecting. He's expecting. He's the one that needs to have, to just do it. Just do it because he has it. He has it. Look, see, I don't know. That's the play, guys.
Juan Carlos Salcido is
I don't
asking
know.
if Charito, is it Charito or Charal that you're saying?
I think Chicharito, Charal,
Chicharito?
Charito.
Okay. No, yeah, Chicharito came in last
Oh,
match.
yeah.
Well, yesterday, yeah, as you can
Okay.
see, he came in as a sub. Was it like around the 78th minute that he came in?
Yeah.
I saw that he started warming up like at halftime, and he was then I think that he didn't warm up for a while, but then he went in again about a half an hour later. So yeah, he's definitely a variant. He's definitely a guy that we're counting on, and of course we're counting with everyone on the comment section. Big shout out to Sans, to Victor Torres, Third Coast Javi, Jose Darío, Fátima Islas Monroy, Dre Octavi, Alejandro Flores, Raúl Rivera, César Hernández, Jesús Jasso, Carlos Alberto López, Hirum Vázquez, José Antonio Jiménez, Félix Barajas, Marilú, Curtis, Sandy Agundis, José Eduardo Chang Cruz, Carmedina, Víctor Torres, Ángel González, Cesare, Juan Carlos Salcido, Isaac Ruiz, Isa Lazarín. Big shout out to everyone. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for making us feel the love. I think that with this, we're in a positive mood. Let's say because we won yesterday and we had to win.
We won.
Yeah,
We won. But even we don't, like we said, we're not supposed to talk about this. But look, man, even the match from the America match, it left a bad taste in my mouth just because we didn't win it. Because truly, our play was good. It was really good at times, So wow, man,
Totally.
And like you said, Gabi, I saw that in the first half, they were still in that match. They were still at Ciudad de los Deportes, but they had transported themselves to Guadalajara, and they were playing that match. I could see it in them, the confidence, different from the other seasons. This is weird.
Yeah.
This is one of those strange seasons, my friends. Perhaps all the young.
It's very unfortunate that one specific game that I'm pretty sure is for us Chivas Hermanos and probably for all Liga MX fans is one of the most awaited games of the entire season. And it's very unfortunate that if we had this very high hopes and we played very well and we did what we had to do and we didn't get it. It was like the feeling of that game in particular was like frustrating, and it comes together with the last season, a regular season, we tied. Like we were in similar circumstances. I mean, Liguilla was a totally different story, but I think right now Chivas was in a better place. But it was a load of bad luck, and of course they scored. So that's that. We're not going to make any excuses. But it was like, oh man, we had it. Like we had it. But whatever. I mean, and again, turning the page. Yeah, continuity. I don't think I said that right, but okay, yes. You got what I tried to say.
What you said. It was like sheet.
It was like exactly. It was something like we saw in Dia de los Deportes, and they replicated it in the first half. The second, it was like, oh my god, okay, what's happening? But they got it together, and we got the win. So I was like, so it's not that all bad. I mean, yes, we lost against America. Whatever. We are in the 5th place of the general standings. We have 14 points. Like we are still in the zone. You know what I mean? So please, just like as we always say, and it's not because we have like this shirt on, but we have to stay together and we have to send them all the good juju we can, because it's going to get tougher and tougher and tougher. And we have Cruz Azul next, which is number 1 on the standings. So again, as we said it before, with America, it was unpredictable. Yeah, sure, we were in a better position. We saw what happened, right? And Leon, we had it, we got it, we had the win. But right now is again, turn the page. We got the win, but we're going against the number 1 in the standings.
Totally.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm excited. That's a real measuring stick.
If It's gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Totally. And, you know, football has these sort of things, you know, because the other day against America, the Águila goal came in when we were playing better. You know, it seemed like we were gonna score, and they scored. And yesterday we were up by 1-0, but it seemed that León were about to tie the game. They were having some really good minutes, but we scored. So, you know, football, it's a game where of contrasts. You know, sometimes you get what you sometimes you deserve more, sometimes you deserve less. The good thing is that I think that the team has, of course, showed an overall level throughout these 7 or 8 matches that we've gone so far in Apertura 2024. I think that the team has shown enough effort to get the points that we have right now, because we're in straight Liga positions right now. We could be a little better, but I think that the tournament is still has a lot of we haven't reached yet halfway through the regular season, so there's still room for improvement, which is exciting because I think that the team overall is doing pretty well.
Yeah, I think so too. Completely agree.
Yes, there's much room for improvement. They're just getting warmed up.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Can
I
I
think
say
that
Exciting.
Can I
Certainly.
say something very cheesy about yesterday's match? I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I'm just going to put it out there. But for me, it was very exciting to see Andres Guardado and Chicharito Hernandez playing against
Oh
each
yeah,
other.
that
Was
was
like,
brutal.
I mean, if you can speak about legends like that are currently playing or still playing, remember they're both. I think Chicharito is 36 or 35, and Andres Guardado is 35. So
Yeah.
potentially, like there are mostly at the end of their careers, professional careers. I don't want to jinx it or anything, but it was very. When I was like, oh my gosh, Andres Guardado and Javier Hernandez, like all the World Cups, all the tournaments, their
they
Europe,
both played in Europe.
European careers, their legacy, what they represent. And I remember the presentation Andres Guardado had with Leon. Oh my goodness. Like it was something very similar of what Javier Hernandez had when he came back to Chivas. So again, just a side note on my very cheesy but black little heart.
Oh, no,
But
of course.
check this out too. They're both canteranos. One
Yeah.
Atlas, one Chivas.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
That was something too. And Guardado cometió penalty contra Chicharo yesterday. Did you see it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, produccion's putting pelea de viejitos. Yes, it was. It was like they had their, you know,
Those.
viejitos. No, it was good.
They
It
are
was good.
What am I?
Ni me
Who knows?
preguntes
We
a
might.
mí.
Yeah. Who knows? We might have them facing each other from the bench one day.
That
cool.
would be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would
But
be
it was,
fun.
I mean, it's just a side note. I'm sorry. I just went out of topic, but it was exciting.
Worth mentioning. Worth mentioning though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was. Everyone was. You know, there were a lot of people mentioning that yesterday.
Yeah.
Even in the Chivas TV transmission that with Amazon here in Mexico. Who, by the way, Johnny Magallon was there. Was
Yes.
pleased to see him. That was good. Yeah. Were you at the stadium, Robert, or did you? Yeah.
Were you there?
Magallon?
Were you at the stadium,
No, I had.
or did you watch it? At
No,
home?
I was at a distance. Yes.
Ah, okay.
Magallon actually. Well, I'll tell you guys that story later. It's a good one. It's a good one.
Right.
But yes, he was on the play-by-play, right?
Yes.
He
was
did
there.
well.
He did well, yeah. He had nice presence, you know, good commentaries, and of course, we felt that Chiva heart that he has.
Speaking of which, what did you guys think of the play-by-play?
It was good, you know. There were 4 guys. We had Enrique, we had Antonio, we had Johnny Magallon, and I think we had Fer
Paul?
Cardi from pitch side. So we had 5. There was someone else. It was
Paul Delgadillo, right? The ref.
Yeah. He is a former referee,
okay.
a
Yeah,
retired.
the ex-ref.
So we have all the viewpoints.
And the streaming was perfect,
Oh,
I-
quality. Yeah.
It was like top notch.
right?
Yes.
Right? The colors, everything is just so smooth. Big difference.
Yep.
Oh,
And no extra commentaries. Just what it was.
right. No unnecessary comments.
Yeah, no Baudry commentary. You know,
Right.
so it was good, man. It was good. It was a good match. It was a magnificent collective match. I did not mention Mozo, but Mozo too, man. Mozo,
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
he's a tricky guy, man. He's so
No,
nasty.
he's sneaky. You know, he.
I was going to say something, but I don't want to say it on the air because you said it about Guti, but they're both like farts. You know, they sneak in and all of a sudden, what the? Sorry, guys. I had to say it. It's been in the back of my mind. We're nasty.
No,
But
totally
hey, guys,
valid.
This
let's
is
talk
going-
about. Hey, Alfredo, this
blooper
one's for you.
video.
This one's for you. I need you to introduce the next reel because you
Okay.
betrayed him, but he's your man.
Okay, so I have my guy Raúl Rangel. He is the guy that has won for me the MVP of the weeks in 2 out of the 3 MVPs that we have so far. Today I'm competing with Eric Gutierrez, but let's go. Big shout out to Raúl Rangel, the goalkeeper of the 7 straight clean sheets playing at home. Raúl Rangel, with his viewpoints, with his analysis after last night's match.
Aquí conmigo a Raúl el Tala Rangel, que también fue clave en momentos en el partido que quizá premiaba un poco para Guadalajara. Vitala, antes que nada, enhorabuena por el triunfo. Tu lectura de este partido que para nada fue fácil.
Sí, muchas gracias Fer por la entrevista. Sí, no fue un partido fácil, sabíamos lo que nos jugábamos, aparte es un equipo que le urgía sumar puntos y sabemos que son los equipos más peligrosos que vienen, se te plantan. También ellos hicieron su partido, lo supimos manejar creo yo y tuvimos un buen resultado.
Hay una cuestión muy importante del Guadalajara en casa. Esta la ha hecho la fortaleza rojiblanca justo con el 0 que hoy influyes evidentemente en directo en eso. Empata su mejor cosecha de 7 ceros consecutivos en casa, como fue en el 65, como fue en el 72 y ahora lo vuelve a hacer. Esto evidentemente es gran parte de la chamba para ganar partidos, ¿no? ¿Cómo te sientes con eso?
No, realmente muy contento. La verdad que es un orgullo el estar ahí ya en las páginas de la historia de Chivas de alguna u otra manera. Y creo que es un trabajo que hemos venido haciendo muy bien todo el equipo, la línea defensiva, sobre todo el hacernos fuerte en nuestra casa, como dices. Yo creo que eso va a ser clave para todo el torneo y la liguilla.
Y tú que comandas evidentemente como mariscal desde el fondo, tampoco ha sido fácil, pero saber, porque han cambiado la pareja de centrales en varias ocasiones, pero saber que todos tus compañeros están al nivel para responder, esto también me imagino que abona a lo que Gago quiere y a lo que ustedes como equipo buscan para estar posicionados arriba.
Sí, desde luego todos estamos ahí a la par, estamos en el mismo camino, todos jalamos parejo y es lo que yo creo que ha dado que se estén dando los resultados. Juegue quien juegue.
Ahora con este triunfo a mitad de semana hay que ir a desquitarse a Ciudad de México con Cruz Azul.
Sí, ahí tenemos que seguir cosechando resultados y qué más contra un equipo que juega y te deja jugar, un buen equipo como el Cruz Azul que propone. Yo creo que va a ser un muy buen partido y esperemos un buen resultado.
Enhorabuena, Tala.
Enhorabuena, Fer, muchas gracias.
Las palabras de Raúl el Tala Rangel en este triunfo del Guadalajara 2-0 ante León. Vuelvo.
Good.
All right, man. Youth and the old guys. Youth and the old guys. You know that Chivas has already covered the youth minutes. Pure young guys. Pure young guys. We also have another analysis, my friends, from El Pastor, Gago. Let's listen to what he has to say.
El primer tiempo lo jugamos muy bien, tuvimos la intensidad que buscábamos, las situaciones donde queríamos tratar de llegar a atacar. Es un equipo que tiene un entrenador nuevo, que tiene otro trabajo totalmente distinto a lo que venía haciendo previamente. Cambió muchísimo en el partido anterior, sabíamos que podía cambiar en este y mantener la misma postura desde lo táctico. Tratamos de buscar dónde poder lastimarlo y dónde no nos lastimen. Y en el segundo tiempo perdimos un poco esa posesión, ese juego donde teníamos más control de juego. Creo que también pasa por una cuestión de ir 1-0 en el marcador, que cosa que tratamos de seguir insistiendo y seguir buscando las mismas situaciones con el resultado a favor, el resultado en contra o el resultado empatado. Y a partir de eso perdimos un poco de juego, nos faltó un poquito más de fluidez, pero bueno, lógicamente que con el resultado a favor encontrábamos más espacio de transición y tratábamos de aprovecharlo con esa situación. Y también el rival posicionó casi 7 jugadores en una fase ofensiva. No, te digo la verdad, no lo sabía, no le había prestado atención. Es importante porque el equipo genera esa solidez y quiero que sea defensivamente fuerte para poder atacar con criterio.
There we go. So
what we were saying, right?
Yeah.
The first half was very solid. The second, they allowed possession, but it all went well at the end.
Yeah, because some moments, like you said, second half, I was having conniptions over here, but they were able to come back. You know, I think it had to do with what we were speaking about. A little bit tired, a little bit the plan, and Leon, when they made their changes, they came back hard too. So Berizzo read the play, read Gago well, and then Gago came back with 2 changes that actually affected the result of the match. Yeah. Because Pocho came in and gave that pass almost, I don't know how many minutes he had been on the pitch. So there we go. My friends, we're running out of time. We got to talk about Femenil. Let's talk about our beautiful ladies. But first.
First logistics. Yeah.
Where to watch?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm just watching time.
There we go. So these are logistics for Saturday's match against Cruz Azul. Remember, exciting match, proof of fire for El Rebaño because Cruz Azul sits at the top of the table. This is Saturday night plans, 9 p.m. Central Mexican time. This is going to be on the screens of ViX and TUDN in the Republic of Mexico, and it's going to be in the screens of TUDN and Univision in the United States of America. So settle yourselves, call your friends, meet up for El Rebaño. This is Saturday night, match week 9, and if we win, we're speaking serious stuff, you know, serious matter. Cruz Azul sits at the top of the table, and it's gonna be good for Chivas. It's gonna be a good proof to continue examining our level. And hopefully we get another clean sheet and another 3 points.
And Fernando Yacardi said it all right. Vamos a desquitarnos a Ciudad de los Deportes. And also, remember, if you are keeping track, Cruz Azul lost against San Luis. So they're standing in the top of the table, but they're also like hungry. Yep. So let's look out for that game. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah, they're screaming for vengeance. You remember that group, Judas Priest, something like that? Yes, they were. I love the Cruz Azul Chivas matches because I have to tell you guys, this is my dark secret. I really was a big fan of Marin.
Yeah.
Marin, the goalie from Cruz Azul. I wanted to be Marin. I had a shirt like Marin, everything Marin. And I wanted to be a goalie at first.
Because of him?
Because of him. Because of him. So I have a special place for Cruz Azul. Not so special that I want them to win, of course.
No, I like them.
Not that special.
Yeah.
I like them. They're all right. They don't dress with yellow uniform, so that's okay.
I like the color blue. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, my friends, we're running out of time. Where can we watch Femenil, my friends?
Where can we watch? So remember, we have a game today at 8 p.m. Mexico time. Chivas Femenil against Mazatlán Femenil. It's today, September 19th. And you can watch, okay, so attention please. If you're in Mexico, you can watch on Chivas TV and Fox Sports. And also you can watch through Amazon with your subscription, with your active subscription of Chivas TV. And in the United States, you can watch through Fox Sports, Fox. Oh my God, I cannot read. Fox Deportes. Oh my God, I don't have my glasses on. I'm sorry. But yeah, it's just in a couple of an hour or so. So yeah, stay tuned. Chivas Femenil needs this win, and we have to stay together. Again, I'm just going to say it one more time. we as Chiva Hermanos, if we wear these colors, if we love this emblem and this crest, and we call ourselves Chiva Hermanos, we have to stay together. And our players need us, and we are here for them, and we wish them a win today, and the next one also, and the next one also. So we are here for you, Chivas Femenil, and you
Yes.
got this.
Definitely.
Totally.
Gracias, Gabi. Because I was just going to say a touch of reality, a taste of reality is also very good at the right time.
No,
You
yeah.
know?
Yeah.
And you know what, man? I believe in my ladies. They're going to win. And I'm going to say 3-0. Why not?
Why not?
Because that's what I always say.
Yeah.
That's what we always say.
Oh
But
my
my
God,
friends-
we have the results.
No.
We have results.
Who said it?
Oh, wow.
We have the results.
Hey.
And
All right, let's see it.
drum roll.
Drum roll.
I don't think we have. But guess what?
Do we have a thing? Do we have a thing or not?
There it is.
I'm drumming.
All right, it's coming.
It is.
Oh, it's a drum roll.
I'm going to try to get some gold.
Yeah, huevo.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, sorry, that came out of my gut. Yes, thank you, people. Of course it was Hormigol. Yeah, I don't even like to call him Hormigol because that's his nickname, you know. Armando Gonzalez. Haciéndose presente. Thank you, guys. That was beautiful. And he's been playing consistently. And I don't know, I think he's going to start against Cruz Azul too.
I
What
think
do you guys,
so
What are you guys going to think?
You know,
I think too.
he's got that he's like in a good relationship with the goal, you know. He's going through such a brilliant moment when it comes to finalizing and of course the play overall, but he's definitely having a good relationship with the goal, with the back of the net right now. So very pleased to see his progress.
And he has that it factor, if you allow me to use that word, because again, we were saying that he's young and he needs to mature a little more. And of course he needs to practice even more the goal shots, but he has it. Like he has
Yeah.
it in him. So yeah, very high hopes for this kid. Again, just keep our feet on the ground. But he's doing well. And I also see him in the starting 11 on Saturday.
Totally.
Definitely.
Okay,
Let's
So
do
that's
it. It's time to go.
that's it.
The time flew again, my Chiva hermanos y Chiva hermanas. Thank you for coming and sharing your Chiva vibe. And don't forget, like Gabi said, we have to send that vibration out. People do feel it, okay? And we have to believe. If we don't believe, why do we only believe when they're winning,
Oh
Right.
yeah.
right? I mean, part of being a fan is also heartbreak, you know? Part of being a fan is also,
Oh, we know about heartbreak.
dígamelo a
Yep.
mí. I told you, Chivas is a soap opera sometimes, you know, and you have to laugh when you have the chance to laugh. Right now, we have the chance to laugh.
We do.
Yeah,
We do.
and let's enjoy it, and let's throw that also, because I remember that it was like a year ago when we started. Remember, Chivas Femenil was who was winning, and Varonil were the guys on the ropes, you know. So vamos, let's
Okay.
stick with it, and let's just throw that Chiva love. All you guys out there, especially you two, and everybody in production, les mando toda mi buena vibra y mis bendiciones. Have a beautiful weekend.
Have a
I'll
good
see you
one.
guys.
Arriba las Chivas.
See you next week.